Hello everyone, welcome to keycybr. Today I am going to discuss about ethical hacking interview questions. So let's get started. First, I will start with what is exactly ethical hacking, what are the consequences, what are the types, what are the tools and techniques will be used in ethical hacking. So let's get started. Later I will discuss ethical hacking interview questions with answer. So the term hacker was coined in the 1960s at the Manchester Institute of Technology to describe experts who use their skill to redevelop mainframe systems, increasing their efficiency and allowing them to multitask. Nowadays, the term routinely describes skilled programmers who gain unauthorized access into computer systems by exploiting weaknesses or using bugs motivated either by malice or mischief. For example, a hacker can create algorithms to crack passwords, penetrate networks, or even disrupt network services. With the increased popularity of the internet and the e-commerce, malicious hacking become the most commonly known form, and impression reinforced by its depiction in various forms of news media and entertainment. As a rule, the primary motive of malicious unethical hacking involves stealing valuable information or financial gain. That said, not all hacking is bad. This brings us to the second type of hacking, ethical hacking. Ethical hackers are hired by organizations to look into the vulnerabilities of their systems and network and develop solutions to prevent data breaches. Consider it a hard take permutation of the old saying, it takes a thief to catch a thief. So let's get started with what is exactly ethical hacking. Ethical hacking is an unauthorized or authorized practice of bypassing system security to identify potential data breaches and threats in a network. The company that owns the system or network allows cybersecurity engineers to perform such activities in order to test the system defenses. Thus, unlike malicious hacking, the process is planned, approved, and more importantly legal. Ethical hackers aim to investigate the system or network for weak points that malicious hacker can exploit or destroy. They collect and analyze the information to figure out ways to strengthen the security of the system, network, or applications. By doing so, they can improve the security footprint so that it can better withstand attackers or divert them. Ethical hackers check for key vulnerabilities include but are not limited to injection attack, changes in security settings, exposure of sensitive data, breach in authentication protocols, components used in the system or network that may be used as the access point. So let's get started. What are the types of ethical hackers? The practice of ethical hacking is called white hat hacking, and those who perform it called white hat hackers. In contrast to ethical hacking, black hat hacking describes practices involving security violations. The black hat hackers use illegal techniques to compromise the system or destroy information. Unlike white hat hackers, grey hat hackers don't ask for permission before getting into your system. But grey hats are also different from black hats because they don't perform hacking for any personal or third party benefit. These hackers do not have any malicious intention and hack system for fun or various other reasons. Usually, informing the owner about any threats they find, grey hat and black hat hacking are both illegal as they both constitute an unauthorized system breach, even though the intentions of the both types of hackers differ. So these are the types of hacking, and let's get started with roles and responsibilities of an ethical hacker. Ethical hackers must follow certain guidelines in order to perform hacking legally. A good hacker knows his or her responsibility and adheres to all the ethical guidelines. Here are the most important rules of ethical hacking. And ethical hacking must seek authorization from organizations that own the system. Hacker should obtain complete approval before performing any security assessment on the system or network, determine the scope of their assessment, and make known their plan to the organization. Report any security breaches and vulnerabilities found in the system or network. Keep their discoveries confidential, as their purpose is less to secure the system or network. Ethical hackers should agree to and respect their non-disclosure agreement. Erase all traces of the hack after checking the system for any vulnerability. It prevents malicious hackers from entering the system through the identified loopholes. So let's get discuss about skill required to become an ethical hacker. An ethical hacker should have in-depth knowledge about the system, network, program code, security measures, etc. To perform hacking efficiently, some of these basic skills include knowledge of programming. It is required for security professionals working in the field of application security and software development lifecycle, that is SDLC. Scripting knowledge. This is required for professional dealing with network-based attacks and host-based attacks. Networking skill. This skill is important because threats mostly originate from network. You should know about all of those devices present in the network, how they are connected, and how to identify if they are compromised. Understanding of databases. Attacks are mostly targeted at databases. Knowledge of database management system such as SQL will help you to effectively inspect operation called out of database. Knowledge of multiple platforms like Windows, Linux, Unix, etc. The ability to work with different hacking tools available in the market. Knowledge of search engines and servers. So here we have discussed about what is exactly ethical hacking, what are the benefits, what are the roles of ethical hacker, then responsibilities of ethical hacker, then types of ethical hacker. So let's get started, and what are the key vulnerabilities they are limited to work on that. So yes, we have discussed everything about ethical hacking. So now we'll go for ethical hacking interview questions with answer. So our first question is, explain what is ethical hacking. Ethical hacking is when a person is allowed to hack the system with the permission of the product owner to find weaknesses in the system and later fix them. The next question is, what is the difference between IP address and MAC address? So the IP address is, to every device IP address is assigned so that device can be located on the network. In other words, IP address is like your postal address, where anyone who knows your postal address can send you a letter. The MAC address, that is machine access control. MAC address is a unique serial number assigned to every network interface on every device. MAC address is like your physical mailbox. Only your postal carrier, that is network router, can identify it, and you can change it by getting a new mailbox, that is network card. At any time and slapping your name IP address on it. The next question is, list out of some of the common tools used by ethical hackers. The first one is Metasploit, second one Wireshark, third one Nmap, fourth one John the Ripper, fifth one Maltego. That's it. The next question is, what are the types of ethical hackers? The types of ethical hackers are grey hat hackers or cyber warriors. The next type of ethical hackers are black hat hackers, penetration testers. The third one is white hat hacker, penetration testers. The next question is, what is the footprinting in ethical hacking? A footprinting refers accumulating and uncovering as much as information about the target network before gaining access into any network, the approach adopted by hackers before hacking. The open source footprinting, it will look for the contact information of administrators that will be used in guessing the password in social engineering. The next one is network enumeration. The hacker tries to identify the domain names and the network blocks of the target network. The scanning. Once the network is known, the second step is to spy the active IP addresses on the network. For identifying active IP addresses, ICMP, that is Internet A controlled message protocol is an active IP address. The last one is stack fingerprinting. Once the host and the port have been mapped by scanning the network, the final footprinting step can be performed. This is called stack fingerprinting. The next question is explain what is brute force attack or what is brute force hack. The answer, brute force hack is a technique for hacking password and get success to system and network resources. It takes much time. It needs a hacker to learn about JavaScript. For this purpose, one can use tool named Hydra. The next question is explain what is DOS, that is denial of service attack, and what are the common forms of DOS attack. The denial of service, that is DOS, is a malicious attack on network that is done by flooding the network with useless traffic. Although DOS does not cause any theft of information or security breach, it can cost the website owner a great deal of money and time. The first one is buffer flow attacks. The second one is SYN attack. The third one is teardrop attack. The fourth one is Smurf attack. The fifth one is viruses. The next question is what is SQL injection? SQL is one of the techniques used to steal data from organization. It is a fault created in the application code. SQL injections happens when you inject the content into a SQL query string and the result more content into a SQL query string, and the result modifies the syntax of your query in ways you did not intend. The next question is what are the types of computer-based social engineering attacks? Explain what is phishing. The computer-based social engineering attacks are phishing, baiting, online scams. So, the what is exactly phishing? Phishing techniques involves sending false email, chats, or website to impersonate real system with aim to selling information from original website. The next question is explain what is network sniffing. The answer, a network sniffer monitors data flowing over computer network links by allowing you to capture and view the packet level data on your network. Sniffer tool can help you to locate network problems. Sniffer can be used for both stealing information of a network and also for legitimate network management. The next question is explain what is ARP spoofing or ARP poisoning. The answer, ARP, that is address resolution protocol, is a form of attack in which an attacker changes, that is MAC, media access control, address, and attacks an internet LAN by changing the target computer's ARP cache with a forged ARP request and reply packets. The next question is how you can avoid or prevent ARP poisoning. ARP poisoning can be prevented by following methods. The first one is packet filtering. Packet filters are capable for filtering out and blocking packets with conflicting source of address information. The next one is avoid trust relationship. Organizations should develop protocols that rely on trust relationship as little as possible. Use ARP spoofing detection software. There are programs that inspect and certify data before it is transmitted and logs data that is spoofed. The next one is use cryptographic network protocols. By using secure communications protocols like TLS, SSH, HTTP, secure prevents ARP spoofing attack by encrypting data prior to transmission and authenticating data when it is received. The next question is what is MAC flooding? MAC flooding is a technique where the security of given network switch is compromised. In MAC flooding, the hacker or attacker floods the switch with large number of frames than what a switch can handle. This makes switch behaving as a hub and transmits all packets at all the ports. Taking the advantages of this, attacker will try to send his packet inside the network to steal the sensitive information. The next question is explain what is DHCP rogue server. The answer: a rogue DHCP server is DHCP server on a network which is not under the control of administration of network staff. Rogue DHCP server can be a router or modem. It will offer users IP addresses, default gateway, WNS servers. As soon as users logged in, rogue server can sniff into all the traffic sent by client to all other networks. The next question is explain what is cross-site scripting and what are the types of cross-site scripting. Cross-site scripting is done by using the known vulnerabilities like web-based applications, their servers or plugins. Users rely upon exploiting one of these by inserting malicious coding into a link which appears to be a trustworthy source. When users click on this link, the malicious code will run as a part of the client's web request this computer, allowing attacker to steal information. So there are three types of cross-site scripting. The first one is non-persistent, the second one is persistent, and the third one is server-side versus DOM-based vulnerability. The next question is explain what is burp suite and what are the tools it consists of. Burp suite is an integrated platform used for attacking web applications. It consists of all the burp tools required for attacking an application. Burp suite tool has same approach for attacking web applications like framework for handling HTTP requests, upstream proxies, altering, logging, and so on. Then the tools that burp suite has: proxy, spider, scanner, intruder, repeater, decoder, and comparer, sequencer. The next question is explain what is farming. Farming. In this technique, the attacker compromises the DNS, that is domain name system server, or on the user computer so that traffic is directed to a malicious site. The defacement. In this technique, the attacker replaces the organization website with a different page. It contains the hacker's name, images, and may even include messages and background music. The next question is explain how you can stop your website getting hacked. By adapting following method, you can stop your website from getting hacked. That is sanitizing, validating user parameters. By sanitizing and validating user parameters before submitting them to the database can reduce the chances of being attacked by SQL injection. Using firewall. Firewall can be used to drop traffic from suspicious IP address if attack is a simple DOS. Encrypting the cookies. Cookie or session poisoning can be prevented by encrypting the content of the cookies, associating cookies with the client IP addresses, and timing out the cookies after some time. Validating and verifying user input. The approach is ready to prevent from tampering by verifying and validating the user input before processing it. The last one is validating and sanitizing headers. This technique is useful against cross-site scripting or accesses. This technique includes validating and sanitizing headers, parameter passed via the URL, from parameters and hidden values to reduce excesses attacks. The next question is explain what is keylogger Trojan. Keylogger Trojan is malicious software that can monitor your keystroke, logging them to a file and sending them off to remote attacks. When the desired behavior is observed, it will record the keystroke and captures your login, username, and password. The next question is explain what is enumeration. The process of extracting machine name, username, network resources, shares, and services from a system under intranet environment, enumeration techniques are conducted. The next question is what is NTP? To synchronize class of network computers, NTP, that is Network Time Protocol, is used for its primary means of communication. UDP port 123 is used over the public internet. NTP can maintain time to within 10 milliseconds. The next question is, explain what is MIB. MIB, that is Management Information Base, is a virtual database. It contains all the formal description about the network object that can be managed using SNMP. The MIB database is hierarchical and MIB each managed object is addressed through object identifiers, that is OID. The next one is mention that what are the types of password cracking techniques. The types of password cracking techniques includes attack brute forcing, attack hybrid, attack syllable, attack rule. The next question is, explain what are the types of hacking stages. The types of hacking stages are gaining access escalating, privilege executing, application hiding, files covering tracks. The next question is, explain what is CSRF, that is cross-site request forgery, how you can prevent this. CSRF or cross-site scripting forgery is an attack from a malicious website that will send a request to a web application that a user is already authenticated against from a different website. To prevent CSRF, you can append unpredictable challenge token to each request and associate them with the user's session. It will ensure the developer that the request received is from a valid source. Thank you. So these are the total 25 questions which I have discussed today. For more updates related to cybersecurity, please stay tuned with our social media handles and also subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon for new updates. Thank you. तब तक be aware, be secure because cybercrime is. Thank you.